everything revolves around time. When to sleep, when to wake up, when to go to work, when to eat, when to go to school, when to close from work and from school, and time also controls all types of functions. So we can rightfully say that man is controlled by time. What does time mean to you?
Well, it means programming yourself for whatever you want to do.
So if time means so much in the daily life of a man, why is it that the average Nigerian does not keep to time?
So an average Nigerian, do we really appreciate what time is? It's something you appreciate, that you now start to think what it means to an average Nigerian. Because to an average Nigerian, no matter your level, time is nothing. Time is what the wristwatch says. But keeping to time is a major problem, because that's where you see African time.
You're talking about the attitude of African time. The concept, actually, as people have come to regard it, is something that has been institutionalized stealthily. You know, people are stealing it in. Otherwise, they are trying to give an official label to something that should not be listened to in the first place. So concept does not even come in. It's an attitude. And I want to say that it is a syndrome. I want to call it a lackadaisical syndrome introduced by people who do not know that punctuality is the soul of business.
This concept of African time, what does it mean? How did we come about it in this country?
African time to me, is something derogatory, actually. We shouldn't really talk about African time. There shouldn't be anything like African time, but unfortunately, it happens to be something that seems to be associated with the African, the black man, that is not time conscious. He takes things so easy. You organize a program and give out invitations. There you have typed in 10 o'clock and people go, and at 10 the organizers sometimes are not even there, and people have to wait. People would have been called from various places, and it's really sad.
I think the people up there who are usually the people who keep to this so-called African time, if they're able to change the status quo now, I think if they arrive at functions on time, and they know that this person arrives at function, he keeps to time. If he's coming to a place, you see that people will come on time too.
I think it's just a Nigerian creation. When people get lazy, they say it's African time. They don't keep to time. They don't keep the schedule. They say it's African time. I don't think it's a global phenomenon.
Time, they say, does not wait for anyone. And they say time is money. Well, day 2 of our media tour in Kwara. The program said 8 a.m. and you will not believe it. We did not take off until 12 noon. And there are 36 projects we're expected to inspect. So how many can one inspect out of those 36 projects? Now, hear what the Kwara State Commissioner for Information and Culture has to say. But it seems in Kwara State, time waits for Kwara.
No, time does not waste. In fact, we look forward to having 48 hours in a day to do everything we want to do.
Then to the Kwaran, 8 o'clock means 12.
Now, the Kwarans have been ready. Now it is here that the delay is being caused. We've been here expecting the takeoff to have been accomplished, but up to now we are not ready here. We are ready at the other end.
What happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday, 8 o'clock was 12 yesterday.
8 o'clock wasn't 12 yesterday, my sister.
So what time did we take off yesterday?
We took off here before 10.
2. We're supposed to take off 8 a.m. We did not take off until 12 o'clock.
That's correct.
How do you fit, where do you fit that into?
I see it as bad programming. And when people are inconsistent in whatever they intend to do. As you mentioned, if the timing is for 8 and we never pull out until about 12, something went wrong somewhere. Somebody is not playing its actual part.
For example, if you go to Lagos, they are always in a rush. But if you go to other places outside Lagos, maybe Oyo State, Kwara State, and some other parts, they take their time about what they do, and they really don't seem to be in much of a hurry.
To many, the waste of time costs the nation a lot.
Economic losses. If you don't get to the workplace in good time, I don't see how you're going to start off in good time and throw in a hard day's work for money you're going to get at the end of the day. But apart from that, it also does a lot of damage to what is seen as our own culture at the workplace. So integrity also is endangered by this attitude.
And this brings to mind a popular radio jingle. It goes this way: time na money, make you use your time well.